Okay guys, in my environment I have two servers, server number 1, server number 2. We are deploying WDS in this environment. In order to deploy WDS, first of all I need to see my basic settings here. My basic settings are as follows. I can see my server manager or server 1, it has just ADDS and DNS, and my server 2 has ADDS, it has DNS. So second server is also a domain controller. Not necessarily you need to have domain controller. It's fine, it should be a normal server. And I do have a client machine here that is on the same network. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is, guys, verify that these all servers ping each other. They all can ping each other, and then move further. So I'm going to do basic check, and you will do exactly like this, guys, because if you go step by step, then it is much better. So first of all, I need to verify that this machine, it can ping all other machines. So my other machine is 192.168.200.20. So it can ping 200.20. At the same time, I need to go back from this server to back to this one, and here ping 192.168.200.10. Guys, if you do these basic checks before, it will give you, it will save you from many different errors. Now guys, since my basic machines are working fine, my Active Directory is working fine, I can log into both machines. Now my main thing starts from server number 2. So server number 2, which means if I look at the board here, right here I've already finished installing server 2012. I've already did configuration and my Active Directory is ready. Now I am on this step. I'm going to install DHCP on my second server. Now when I do DHCP on second server, guys, before doing DHCP in VMware environment, it's very important that you go to VMware, edit virtual network editor, and disable DHCP on all the networks. So here as you can see, I do have DHCP here, and on NAT it is here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disable DHCP on NAT and on host only. So again, I mean, it went back to get the permissions. So here I need to disable, click NAT and then disable this option. And then you need to click host only and disable this option. It's just saying use DHCP, and then you need to do it. You need to disable it. So guys, before installing DHCP, we need to do this. You need to go to edit. Then you need to go to virtual network editor. And then within virtual network editor, as soon as it opens, you need to make sure that this checkbox, this is not checked. Use DHCP service is not checked. So what we do is, for now, it gives you this warning, everyone. So all you need to do, click change settings. So when you click change settings, it will ask you for permissions, and then you click yes. It would reopen the console, and now you should select NAT and then disable this. So this is known as disabling VMware DHCP. So this is, once it is disabled on NAT and also host only, in both of them, just select this and select this and select this and select this. Just click OK. Now once this, you just need one, the network that you are using, just to be on the safe side. We'll do it for both. Now guys, since this will do it for the complete network. So now the next point is, now on server number 2, I'm going to install DHCP. In order to install DHCP, all I need to do, go to add roles and features. So guys, I'm installing DHCP. Whoever needs to install DHCP, so add roles and features, and then click next, and then click here, and then next, and here just select DHCP now. As soon as you select DHCP, it gives you this screen, and just say add features. Once DHCP is selected, what happens is it will move next and next. And guys, for DHCP or for anything, I would always select this, because if you select this, if it needs a restart, it would automatically restart. Otherwise, it won't restart. It would give you a warning, but then you can easily forget that it needed a restart. So that's why I do it. So within DHCP, once you do it, once this comes back, then I'll resume. Now guys, as you can see, DHCP wizard, all I did in DHCP was just to click next and finish. But guys, keep an eye on the screen. I need to complete the DHCP configuration wizard. It's right here. At the end, it would give you this screen. So if you don't do it, then it will give you in a flag. So in the flag notification later on it will give you. But here it's just asking me few questions. I'll go next. And most of the time you don't need to write anything. It just need to go next automatically and commit and done. So it should be done, and here it says it fails. In your case, in done both failed. So I think it just failed because it needs a restart. So we'll just restart this. Okay, hold on. I'll tell you what. Guys, in order to authorize DHCP, you must be an enterprise admin. So you must be an enterprise admin. Now I need to make sure who am I logging in here. I'm logging in through administrator account, and administrator account should be enterprise admin. Now in order to see that, guys, everyone, in order to make sure if administrator is enterprise admin, all you need to do is you need to go into ADUC, you need to open ADUC. So I'll go here, I'll open ADUC, and within ADUC I need to go and find administrator account. How do I find it? I'll just select domain, and then I'll select search. So this is how we search any account in Active Directory. I just open ADUC, Active Directory, users and computers, and then I need to search administrator account. How do I search it? All you need to do, click this icon. So when you click this, it will search administrator. So I'm searching for administrator and find. So I found myself, administrator. And then I double click it, and then I'll go to member of, and here it says this account is member of enterprise admin. So if in your case it is not a member of enterprise admin, it will fail. In my case it failed. I think it just needs a restart, and I'll restart and I'll try to authorize it again. So for now, I'll just go and restart this server. No, you must do it. So complete. So click on complete. Huh? So in username, does it show you anything? Hmm? But so here what I did, I just restarted the machine where I was installing DHCP server. So on this machine, I installed a DHCP server. I'll wait and see that if DHCP is working fine. Guys, whenever you install DHCP server, always keep an eye on this flag if you have any notification. So for now, I don't see any notification. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to DHCP now, open DHCP console. So once DHCP was installed, I'll go here, right click and open DHCP manager. Once you open DHCP Manager, here, guys, the very first thing before even creating a scope, I need to make sure this should be green. This should be green. So if this is green, if this is green, it looks green, it means your DHCP is authorized. You don't need to do any more steps. So the only thing I did, I added the role, next, didn't configure anything, and then restarted the machine and it started working. So now I have this, and here I do have a scope from previously, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this scope and I'll create a scope for this video. So this is how we need to create a scope. Now, how do we create a scope? We need to right click on this, and then we say new scope, and then you click next, and here I'm gonna name it. Let's say the scope is Kenneth FL1. It is just the name of the scope. And then next, and here my scope is, so I'm taking a scope from here, 192.168.200.1. So 192.168.200.1 always, and here it will be 192.168.200.254. It will be 254, and here we'll leave as is. So here the length is 24, here is 1 to 254. I'm not changing anything here. And the next thing, this is my exclusion range. In my case, I'm going to take two exclusion ranges here. So my exclusion range number one is this, 192.168, 1 to 30, and second exclusion range is 220 to 254. Not mandatory, but we need to create it just for practice. So here 192.168 200, 1, 2, 192, 168, 200 to 254, 30. It will be 30 first exclusion range, and then I'm going to create my second 168. It is 220 to 192, 168, 200 to 254. So I have two exclusion ranges, which means that now I have IP addresses available from 31 to 219. 31 to 219 are available for DHCP. So here I won't change the lease time. A lease time is as is, and here guys it's saying, do you want to set up DHCP options? Yes, I do need to set up DHCP option, and I'll go here. In your case, if you haven't done it, you can add it later on as well. Here all I need to do is I need to give a gateway. So this is as you can see, it is looking for gateway. So most of the time our gateway is just one. So here I'm going to say this is just one and add a gateway. And the next here it automatically takes a domain. If you are already part of a domain, it should automatically take a domain. If it is not, then you should write a domain name. And here it's just saying what are your DNS servers. Now remember this is DNS. So in DNS 2.1 is not my DNS server. So I'm going to remove it. The only DNS server I have is this 10. So even in your case, let's say if I remove everything and I go back, and here it's just saying I just need to type 192, 168, 210 and add it. So in our case, just 200.10 is our DNS server. If there is secondary DNS, then you should put a secondary DNS. So DNS was added automatically when you installed Active Directory. It was automatically installed. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, these are extra steps for adding options. You don't need these steps at the moment. No, this is we'll leave it empty. So in wins we don't need to put in anything. And here it's just saying, do you want to activate a scope? Yes, I do need to activate a scope. Guys, once the scope is active, now let's look at this. Let's look at this, everyone. If you now you see this is changed to a blue exclamation mark. When it is changed to a blue exclamation mark, it means something is wrong. So if I go inside here, if I click it, here all I need to do is to deactivate the scope. I think deactivate and activate. And how do you deactivate? Just select it and this arrow. Deactivate once and then activate it again. It should be okay. So here it went back to normal. So even in your case, if it changes to blue, just deactivate and activate. Now guys, my next is, so here I did this step, and then I'm going to do a test and verify. How do I test and verify? Now guys, if I go to address lease, in address lease it should show me all the machines that received an IP address. But here why is it empty? Because none of the machine has received any IP from this DHCP. So this list is empty. This is how we verify it. So I'll leave this here, and now I'll go to a client and ask my client to receive IP on the same network. And on the same network, I'm going to create a new client. So guys, let's create a bare metal client. So this is how we create a bare metal client. Bare metal client means it has no operating system. So in this, all you need to do is you need to create a new virtual machine, and in order to create a bare metal client, all you need to do is just select the last option. So Raza, create this bare metal client. Just go to VMware. Just go to VMware here, and then go to home. Go to home, and then create a new virtual machine. Create a new virtual machine. When you create a new virtual machine, if you don't give ISO, then it means that it is a bare metal client. So, but as soon as your bare metal client is ready, as soon as you do this, you select this, it's saying I will install the operating system later. So next, here you will keep selecting Windows 7. So just select Windows and select Windows 7 here, and then next, here I would call this bare metal 1. This is bare metal client 1. So this is the name of the machine, bare metal client 1. This is bare metal client 1, and then next is just the name, and then next, and here just leave the disk as is 60. No need to change anything. It gives you the summary. So again, one more time, the only thing I did, I just created a new machine, typical, and then what I did, I selected the last option. I will install the operating system later, and then next here I selected Windows 7, and then next I just named it bare metal 1, and then next and done. And as soon as it is done, guys, now keep an eye on this. It should get an IP address automatically from your DHCP. If all of your DHCPs are working fine, then it should get IP address from you, and let's see if it does. So here, first of all, mine won't get it. This machine won't get it because my servers are on host only, and this goes on. So at this point, it should get an IP address. So, so first of all, I need to change my my servers are on host only. I'll change it to host only here, and now I'll retry. So in that case, guys, sorry, it won't get it unless we select the unless we configure WDS here. Yeah, no, if your machines are on host only, your machines are on host only or NAT. So just leave it to NAT. It's fine. It's fine. Just click yes. Yes, it's fine because WDS is not there. Now, guys, our bare metal machine is ready to accept operating systems from WDS. So at this point, we haven't done anything. We haven't configured WDS. We haven't configured the client. But as you can see, the client is saying Pixie. It is waiting for some Pixie server to offer operating system. Now, just to show all of you how to go into a BIOS of any machine. How to go. This was the step. Go to the BIOS and change this. It can be F1, it can be F8, but guys, especially in this environment, especially in VMware environment, or if you need to go into BIOS, all you need to do is this. First of all, shut down the machine. So power off a machine. So you need to power off the bare metal machine, power off bare metal machine, and then all you need to do, right click on that machine and say, and in power, just say power on to firmware. Power on to firmware. So again, if you need to go into the BIOS of a virtual machine, all you need to do, right click on the machine and then go to power and then go here, power on to firmware. Now, when you go power on to firmware, it will start in BIOS, so it will give you this warning, just say yes on this. And guys, what it does, this is called BIOS. This is called BIOS. Now, BIOS means basic input output system. So basically, this is your BIOS. And in this, the only thing we need to change it. Now, mouse won't work here. In this case, you need to, so first click inside. So you need to click inside the machine. So click inside and then change from arrow keys. So from arrow keys, you need to change it. So first of all, click inside, then go to arrow keys, and then click on boot, select boot and enter. Select boot and enter. And right here, it's saying this is, the last option is network boot from Intel. So last option is Pixie. All you need to do is enable this. So in this case, we'll leave that as is. You can move it up. You can move it up by pressing, I think. You can change it. So in boot, you can change it, guys. But there is no need to do it here. There is no need. We'll leave it as is. we'll leave it as is, but I just wanted to show you how to go into a BIOS. This is what BIOS is. Now, in this case, we'll leave that again. So guys, just for yes, it can change it. Are you in BIOS now? Okay. So guys, just for everyone, I'm gonna create another bare metal machine. So how to create a bare metal machine? Just create a new virtual machine and then go next. And here I will install operating system later. And then next it will automatically create a bare metal machine here. Now as soon as bare metal machine is created, you power it on and it will wait for WDS to provide operating system. At this point it will fail. It will fail because WDS doesn't exist. So guys, we'll go for a quick break and right after the break we'll install WDS and we'll configure it. At this point, your DHCP should be working, your Active Directory should be working, you should have a bare metal machine. After that, we'll do WDS.